Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Hip Hop Gossip for you. Donald Trump attempts to link Kamala Harris to Diddy's crimes via a doctored image. Donald Trump, who has been pictured with Diddy several times, shared a manipulated photo of Kamala Harris with the jailed mogul. Donald Trump sought to blame Kamala Harris for Diddy's legal troubles by reposting a photoshopped photo of the vice president on Truth Social. Trump, who has been amplifying lies for years, posted a meme with Diddy's face superimposed on an old image of Harris. The meme indicated Harris was involved in the freak-offs described in Diddy's indictment. Is Kamala doing the Diddy? The meme was read: Madam Vice President, have you ever been involved with or engaged in one of Puff Daddy's freak-offs? In 2001, Harris posed for a portrait with her then-boyfriend Montel Williams and his daughter. Williams responded to Trump fans who used the photograph to tie Harris with Diddy on Tuesday. All black people look alike, Williams wrote. Trump's MAGA supporters ignored or downplayed his ties to Diddy. On the NBC reality show The Apprentice, Trump referred to the founder of Bad Boy Records as a good friend. Diddy, real name Sean Combs, was charged with sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The indictment detailed how he allegedly assaulted, blackmailed, and pressured women into engaging in sexual behavior he dubbed freak-offs. Ezoic. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during and often electronically recorded, according to the complaint. In organizing these freak-offs, Combs, with the help of Combs Enterprise members and associates, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers over state boundaries and worldwide. Freakouts occurred on a daily basis, often lasting several days and frequently involving multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs administered a variety of controlled medications to victims in order to keep them submissive and compliant. Combs sometimes stored films he shot of victims participating in sex acts with commercial sex workers without the victim's knowledge. Diddy pled not guilty on the federal accusations. He remains in custody after 2 courts denied his bail. In the wake of Sean Diddy Combs' arrest, former President Donald Trump shared a doctored image of Vice President Kamala Harris with Combs, with text questioning her involvement in his alleged freak-offs. The photograph, which Trump shared on his Truth Social profile, is a modified version of a 2001 photo of Harris with former talk show presenter Montel Williams, whom she briefly dated, and his daughter Ashley. The edit substituted Montel Williams' visage with a photograph of Combs. This isn't the first time the Republican presidential contender has used a false photograph to boost his campaign. Trump has shared multiple AI-generated photos, including several that erroneously represent Taylor Swift and her supporters endorsing him, as well as one of Harris speaking to a mob of communists in Chicago during the Democratic National Convention. The Harris campaign has declined to respond. The Trump campaign did not immediately reply to a request for comment. Combs was detained on Monday. He was charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation for prostitution. The indictment followed months of lawsuits filed against the rap music entrepreneur. Cassie, a singer and Combs' former lover, sued him in November 2023, claiming physical abuse and rape. Combs refuted Cassie's claims, and the two settled shortly after the case was filed. The indictment detailed of freak-offs, which prosecutors described as hours or days-long sex practices that Combs allegedly forced victims to undergo. Prosecutors claimed that some of these crimes involved commercial sex workers and the use of drugs to keep victims obedient and compliant. Both candidates have had past public interactions with Combs. In a 2020 X post, Harris complimented Combs for organizing a town hall on the coronavirus pandemic's impact on black neighborhoods. Old images of Trump with Combs have received over 1 million views on X. Jimmy Kimmel also brought up Trump's prior statements against Combs on his talk show. Kimmel presented a footage of Trump calling Combs a good friend of mine, he's a good guy, in a 2012 episode of Celebrity Apprentice. Others have utilized misleading information to damage the Harris wall's effort. Microsoft detected at least 3 Russian disinformation actors who targeted the campaign with false videos. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, who endorsed Trump in July, published a false Harris ad with a distorted version of the vice president's voice. The Diddy client list goes all the way to the top, reads an X post from September 16, 2024, the day Combs was detained by federal officials in New York. Following Combs' indictment, similar posters featuring the doctored image appeared on X and other platforms. The 54-year-old Grammy-winning performer is facing various accusations, including transporting victims across state lines for prostitution, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. Combs pled not guilty on September 17. The criminal complaint alleges that Combs abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him for decades to satisfy his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his behavior. It also accuses him of leading a criminal enterprise that engages in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Has had his reputation seriously harmed in recent years, especially after civil cases portrayed him as a vicious sexual predator who allegedly drugged his victims. Raids on his luxurious houses in Miami and Los Angeles in March revealed that a federal investigation and a criminal prosecution were underway. The doctored image involving Harris and Combs is one of several examples of gendering. Directed at Harris since her ascent to popularity and nomination as the Democratic Party's vice presidential candidate. A reverse image search of the photo revealed the original, which was taken by Getty Images more than 2 decades ago, archived here. The unedited version depicts Harris with Montel Williams, a former Marine who hosted The Montel Williams Show in the 1990s and early 2000s, and his daughter Ashley Williams. The original description for the picture was, talk show host Montel Williams, daughter Ashley Williams, and Kamala Harris attending the 8th annual race to erase multiple sclerosis on May 18, 2001 at the Century Plaza Hotel in Century City, California. Screenshot taken on September 17, 2024 of a photo by Ron Galella, Limited, which is accessible on Getty Images. Several other photographs from Getty Images show the trio attending the event. Although Williams and Harris dated briefly in the early 2000s, her political career has reignited interest in their previous relationship, leading in the propagation of false information online. In 2019, Williams responded to the rumors on X, saying, "At Kamala Harris and I briefly dated approximately 20 years ago while we were both single. So, what? I have a lot of respect for Senator Harris." In reaction to recent social media accusations that film from the 2001 event depicts Harris and Combs, Williams wrote on September 17, 2024, "Here they go again with the all black people look alike." Donald Trump shares fake image of Kamala Harris at Diddy's Freak Off. In the original photo, Harris was posing with her ex, Montel Williams, rather than Diddy. However, the photo was doctored, and Harris was actually posing with her ex, Montel Williams, and his daughter Ashley at the 2001 race to erase multiple sclerosis. Trump previously faced criticism in August for reposting a doctored sequence of photographs to his Truth Social account that purportedly showed Taylor Swift endorsing his 2024 presidential campaign. Taylor Swift has since endorsed Harris. "I didn't create them," Trump stated in an interview with Grady Trimble for Fox Business Network's The Evening Edit. "Someone came out. They commented, 'Oh, look at this. Other folks made all of these up.' AI is always very dangerous in that way." He went on to say, "It's happening to me too. They're having me speak. I speak properly, I mean totally perfectly, about AI, and I'm endorsing other products and services. It is a little dangerous out there."